Hi and welcome back to Mike Makes It. We're in the garage just putting together a little project that I'm going to find useful. Yes, you can buy them off the shelf, but hey, why do that? This is pretty much all I'm going to need. Yeah, and you've guessed it, it's a helping hand. I got a block of steel, 10mm thick, about 150mm square, and the idea is I'm going to place 3 of these, one in each corner apart from this corner. And that's going to help me hold printed circuit boards, etc., Vera board, when I'm soldering. Basically, I'm fed up of chasing the board around the desk or trying to hold it down with insulating tape or blue tack. So that's the plan for today. I haven't got any rubber feet, so I'm going to make some of those as well. I've shaped a piece of tube, just sharpened it if you like on the end. That's going to go on there. I'm going to put it in my 12-ton press and press out 4 feet to go on the bottom of this slab of steel. And I'm going to paint it. No big thing, I know. But I'm going to drill 3 corners, make sure everything fits, paint it while that's dry and press 4 feet out. And nice simple project for this morning. I got some adhesive lined heat shrink tubing I'm just going to put over the jaws of the croc clips there, just to protect the board when it's in there really. Yeah, is there a need? Maybe, maybe not. So we'll go ahead and do that. So that's the plan. Anyhow, I'm going to mark the steel out, 3 holes. I'm going to tap the 4 corners out using the 10mm tap I got from Amazon. It's not very sharp, I must admit, but it's the only one I've got. I should have spent more money, I guess. But I need a 1mm pitch tap, although the other ones I got a 1.5 or 1.25. This is a fine 10mm tap I need for these. So yeah, I could put a nut on the other end. I have got some nuts, but I'd rather just tap them in, screw them in, Loctite, job done. So that's the plan. Get that over to the drill press. Okie dokie, got 3 holes drilled in the base. I'm going to put the heat shrink tubing, as I mentioned earlier, over the jaws. It's adhesive lined. Did a video on that earlier. So it shouldn't come off. I don't expect it would anyhow, to be honest, because the jaws are always pretty much going to be closed on here. But it'll give some protection to the printed circuit board or whatever I'm holding in there. So that's like a plus, if you like. You can get these telescopic or adjustable arms off Banggood. This is where these have come from. They'd already got this on it, but as I had the heat shrink, I thought, hey, do it myself. So here we go with the heat gun. Excuse the noise. I'm just holding it open for a second to let the heat shrink harden, if you like, because I don't want the jaws going or the teeth on the croc clips to bite through the tubing at the minute. That should be good. Got a better idea though, hang on. Oh, this will work better rather than burning my hands. They'll hold the jaws open while I'll shrink it. Right, there you go. Right, okay, last thing. I'll paint the base. I'll clean it up with isopropanol. I got half a tin of black paint I'm going to use, so I'll spray that up. Then I'll bring it back while it's all assembled. But what I want to do is make 4 feet for it. So that's a little bit of conduit I shaped earlier. This steel conduit, I've just put it in the lathe, kind of put a blade on the end, or made it very narrow so it should cut into the rubber okay. With 12 ton behind it, I think it will. So we'll go over to the press the 4 feet out, spot a spraying, and I'll bring it back after the paint's dried. Rightio, here we go. It's 12 ton press by Sealy. It's a tool that you didn't think you need until you had one, then it's surprising how many things you can use it on. But here we go. Yeah, that went through like butter. Let's just release it. Yeah, there you go. That's better light for you. That's a fairly clean cut, to be honest. I was going to put a little bit of board underneath. I think I still will, just so maybe this will last a little bit longer. The blade, that is the bit of tube I've cut, so let's take that ram up a little bit. Yeah, I really found this press useful. Obviously the main thing is for pressing bearings in and out, well that's what I've been using it for. But there's numerous other things, and it's invaluable if you're like a bit of a mechanic. You look at your cars and you're pressing bearings in and out, or you're repairing motors. Surprising how useful this can be. But like a lathe, I'm surprised how much I use the lathe. I bought it for one main project some years ago, and only really started reusing it. The one I've got, again there's a video on that, I'll link that in, has got a mill head on it, and I think I've used that once. But I do want to start getting into that. I'm sure there's a lot more things I can be doing in the garage that I don't currently do. So yeah, we'll be looking at that. One more foot, then I can spray that piece of steel up, and I'll show you the finished article. So let's get this one done. Number 4. Let's press that out. So yeah, there we go. Can't really see them because of the light, but yeah, all 4 nicely cut out, ready to stick on the steel plate. So out with a spray can, and I'll come back to you in a few minutes. Alright, there it is all together. The 3 arms are screwed into the base that I painted yesterday. Paint's dried now, and there it is holding a printed circuit board. Holds it fairly well. There's a 3rd arm I can bring down to attach if I need to. I think that's going to be a good addition to the workshop. It was done on the cheap. It is fairly cheap, but it's going to serve the purpose. So the only additional thing I might have done to it, I may do in the future, the croc clips are secured into the arm with a set screw. You can just about see it there, just there. Now I might take that out, put a different screw in with the head on. I can adjust with my fingers, just so I can alter the angle of the croc clip, because you might find you bring that to the board and it happens to be the wrong angle. So you'd be able to loosen this screw on the side, and you can turn the angle of the croc clip in the arm itself. The arms I've used Loctite, a stud lock type of adhesive, so they shouldn't rotate in the base. Give them 24 hours, they'd be rock solid, so they won't come undone. They're just hand tight in the base with the glue. So yeah, there you go. A few pound, couple hours, got what I wanted. If you felt the video useful and enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. That's terrific. It does give me a boost to do more videos for the channel. Anyhow, thanks for watching.